Hello to everybody. Sergio for Practical Combat. I'm exposing today the exposers bullshit martial art in a respectful way. In a respectful way, I will say, and I have to say, and voice out what I think. Okay, guys, I met Icy Mike on YouTube, and he invited me to go to his training center to do a couple of videos to spar, which I did. I had a lot of sparring rounds with Icy Mike, and we trained a lot of stuff together over the course of a weekend. After that, I have talked to Icy Mike, here and there. The guy is busy. I'm super busy as well. But I can tell you that Icy Mike is not bullshit at all. Does he knows everything? No, nobody knows everything. But he has demonstrated over and over that he has potential to learn. He's open-minded to learn. He is always looking for knowledge, and he's always looking to inspire people to bring the best out of you. So I'm part of a group in Facebook called Bullshit Martial Arts. I've been part of that group, I think, at least since 2015. I'm gonna try to go into the group to check if, I'm gonna check if I have a way to see since when I've been part of the group. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do right now, my friends. Just 1 second, because I think that's important. I think that's very important for the sake of the discussion here. Okay, you post. I think I'm even banned completely of the group. Just let me check. Because this part is important. Okay, bullshit martial arts. And I am blocked temporarily from the group to speak. However, I do not see since when I joined this group, but I've been part of the group for a long time, and I have nothing bad to say really about the group. However, today somebody called Phil Elmore made a post about Icy Mike, and the post said the following. I'm gonna show it right now. This is the post. Sorry, my screen just cracked yesterday, and I will read what it says. Lately, I've been seeing a couple of people on my friend list share low information videos from Icy Mike Hard to Hurt, okay, from the YouTube channel. Let me say this plainly: this is absolutely the last person anyone in the world will be talking about real self-defense advice. Is from Mike Pesenko. That's his real name. I'm sure he can teach you MMA all day, especially if you enjoy training with somebody who isn't tall enough to raise scary roller coaster. But he's not an authority on guns, weapons, self-defense technique, or anything else that might actually help outside some background boxing match with a convicted felon. He's talking about Ninja Rock, okay? He spent some time desperate trying to gain approval from the MMA community online. When that didn't work, he fought on the Street Beef backyard, fighting the group a couple of times, showing the world that a trained MMA amateur can easily be a random untrained loser on the street. This guy not only disinform, twist, and not only change a lot of things out of context, but he also insult the people who fought Icy Mike. Okay, recently he moved into these dumb, ill-informed self-defense videos where his arrogance climbs onto the shoulders of ignorant opinions to create gigantic Voltron bullshit. Do not, under any circumstance, take self-defense advice from this tiny, angry idiot. First of all, shaming somebody for his size or body looks is unacceptable, especially coming from a bald man, fat as fuck, and with no video training. That's the first thing. Secondly, he said he's the last person anyone in the world should be taking real life self-defense advice from Mike Pesenko. Well, actually, you're incorrect, because the last person means that he's worse than the worst, and that's not true, because Icy Mike does a lot of pressure testing. Like this guy mentioned, he put some fights, and fighting is the highest level of pressure testing that there is. So he says that he was trying to look approval from the MMA community online. That's false. He doesn't have any proof about that. He doesn't have any idea of what Icy Mike was trying to do or looking forward to. And that he's tall enough. Well, he's a little bit maybe shorter than the average people, but he's okay. He's not a dwarf. Even if he's a dwarf, he has the fucking balls to do it. And not only that, he also offend Icy Mike because he's a retired police officer. Uh, Being a retired police officer doesn't mean that you failed at something. Just means you retired. In Icy Mike's case, I think it's due to an injury, but he retired. So what's the big deal? And being a police officer does qualify you to speak a little bit about self-defense, violence awareness, because that's what they do most of the time. They enforce the law. So I went on the post and I put a polite comment. I think it's very polite. And I will say, I will read here what I said. I said, hello to all. Why do you say he's a failed officer just because he retired? I have talked to Mike. I have sparred with Mike. And the guy knows a lot about self-defense and put it all under pressure. I don't think it's fair to make this accusation from the safety of your house behind the computer. So please be a little bit less envy. If you have doubts, go and fight the man. That's all I said. So somebody comes who is a manager and administrator of the group. His name is John Ruley, and he says, according to the rules you agreed to, let me stop there. Most likely, whenever I joined the group, you didn't have those rules, okay? You now have to pay all the expenses of any member of Bosher Martial Arts to travel to Icy Mike to fight him. I'm going to mute you for a week. Let people know that you are interested in chiming in. The next Sunday, you can start to arrange payment for all of them. This shows to me that he's extremely coward because he took out my voice to speak, in a way violating the most sacred rule of this country, which is freedom of speech. I come from Cuba and I ran from Cuba, escaped from my life, and I got to this amazing country, and I have become a U.S. citizen, and I have fought. I wouldn't say fought. I would say I have enjoyed the benefit of this country, the freedom that expresses me. And whenever I have the opportunity to help promote freedom, any part of the world, speaking to the people I know, I try to do so. So many people are here. They have so much freedom and liberty. They don't know what it's like to have no voice, like we did back in Cuba. So I went, and I texted the guy. I went and I texted the guy, and I say, hello, Don. Here it is. Said, hello, Don. Why I was blocked from the group just for expressing my opinion. And then I replied to him, okay, I found it. Who's going? Well, and then he didn't reply to me, and I said, well, kindly expose the issue online. That's what I'm doing here. So the funny thing is that somebody, let me just speak properly, the name of the person. The post is made by Phil Elmore. Look at this guy. Does this look to you as a fighter? Does this guy look to you as somebody who you could learn self-defense with the fucking Umbrella Corporation picture? I am not into body shaming, but this is somebody who is extremely overweight, doesn't look like has any knowledge. I come from a place that I've been fucking caught with knives. I've been stabbed. I had to fight sometimes even to be able to sleep because we were in school that were locked up for months at the time, for weeks at the time, and things got rough inside, man. And you have to fight. Sometimes I had to fight just to be able to eat or to sleep, and people get desperate. You guys here in America, you have no idea how lucky you guys are, how much freedom, how much food, how much everything you guys have here. You have no idea. I'm fat too. Listen, I'm fat too. But at least my friend Frank, you spar, you train people. But this person doesn't look like he does anything other than drink coffee and eat donuts. And then go on offending Icy Mike. I mean, I have to respect his opinion, but his opinion is not based on facts. We need to base our opinion on facts. Anyway, it's funny how this guy put the post and now the administrator blocked me from commenting. And now he's telling other people to fight Mike. I don't really understand why we're living in such a world full of cowardice. This is cowardice. This is coward. This is disrespectful. This doesn't do anything uh, good for the martial art. And I suppose that this group, the Boshi martial art, is a group that is supposed to help people to discern from what is real and what is not real, what it helps and what doesn't help. But exposing somebody who's constantly training, helping people to get better, uh, collaborating with other fighters and masters, and calling he's the last person is a little bit off. It's a little bit off, and blocking me and blocking anybody who comment on the post is as well kind of tyrannic, I would say. My coach, Crew Dave, put a post on the group. Said he said it very well. He said, "I can understand the hate. He uses catchy titles and knows YouTube marketing, but that doesn't mean he's a fraud. I have seen his videos and I agree or disagree with some, but none seems to be a fraud. I have seen evidence of him being a failed. I haven't seen any evidence of him being a failed cop. Why throw mud on a guy showing something to be pretty legit advice?" So, honestly, this group doesn't stand. Uh, this group is bullshit martial art. This group doesn't stand for what it name, for what the name stands for. This group is not helping the martial arts, and this type of attitude, from my point of view, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but this type of attitude is it reminds me of the communist. It reminds me of the communists, man. It reminds me of the communists. It's not fair. Anyway, let me read your comments and talk to you a little bit for as long as I have battery. Okay, I have 34%. Let me lower a little bit. Okay. There you go. Let me read what Bonnie Purple said. Let me read, okay? Just 1 second. Is cowardice is true form. No one will ever make a claim that they can prove themselves. Pay your own fly and spar with Isomac yourself. Exactly. If you cannot pay your own fly, why you have to talk trash about it? But anyway, I'm telling Dom that if he wants to go, I'm gonna cover for him. I am training mostly Muay Thai, but I do speak with my seafood daily. I'm mostly training right now Muay Thai just to improve my boxing, to improve my Muay Thai skills. Um, that's what I'm doing right now. But I still take the Kung Fu with me anywhere I go, and I still see the concepts I train with. And he helped me a lot. But I do still, I mean, he calls me, he tells me advice. I see that Jorge said that he called that group a long time ago. Man, I don't want to make these videos really long, but basically, I don't think it's fair. And I already text the guy, and he has not replied to me. And I put a message on my wall in Facebook, and I tagged the group. And if they want to tag me, so on. If anyone wants to find me, I'm here. I've been saying this for a long time. I think since 2019, that if I want to be invited to street beef, somebody has a beef with me and want to prove themselves, do it. That's fine. I have no issue fighting anybody, sparring anybody. I'm super open-minded about it. But this will not help anybody. This type of comments and tyrannic attitude. And the funny thing is, if somebody else comes to the group and see my comment, see that I don't reply, it make it look like I am just talking out of my ass. That's why I'm doing this video, so my voice stays out and I say whatever I think is responsible. So anyway, guys. I don't live in LA. I live in Miami. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. A lot of people has commented. a lot of people has commented on the video, including Nick Drossos, amazing self-defense instructor, Emmanuel, Ricardo. People are calling him a pendejo. Pendejo means you have somebody normal, you have somebody who may have a little bit of fear, you have somebody who is a coward, you have somebody who is lower than a coward, is a pendejo. So people are calling him a pendejo. The hell with their bullshit, man. The hell with their bullshit. The hell with the bullshit. I don't think it's fair the way they're treating Icy Mike. I don't think it's fair. And at the end, what's the reach? How many people are they reaching out with the bullshit martial art? How many people are they actually, how many people are they helping? How many of them are pressure testing, demonstrating? Not many, not many. So let me read what they are saying in the group. They say now, Phil, let me show you this guy. This is the guy. When you trash talk other people relentlessly and offer informed opinions about topics on which you know very little, such as knife and other weapons. So Icy Mike was a police officer. Police officers carry a weapon all the time. It was proven that the guy knew what he was talking, and this guy saying that he didn't. So Icy Mike does have certification on how to carry and how to use a gun properly. Know very little, such as knife and other weapons. You don't get to act surprised when people call you on it. Likewise, Penseco fanboys don't pretend they can't imagine why this teeny arrogant man isn't universally beloved. I mean, you can love a person and you cannot love a person. Honestly, United States, compared to the places I have been, is super easygoing. Like even in the hoods, it's easygoing. Like people don't mind at you, and it's not like Cuba. It's not like Mexico. I was in Mexico 2 weeks ago, and in Mexico, man, it's hard. You can get robbed. You can get fucking killed. Very easy if you don't hang with the right crew. And if you start using expensive watches, expensive rings, jewelry, if you start dressing and standing out too much, you're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get robbed, and most likely they're gonna kill you, or you're gonna be abducted, ransom. They're gonna take you over, and they're gonna make you call your family, make such and such transaction to this account. They're gonna take your money. They're gonna grab you, most likely. They're gonna take you to a hotel. They're gonna fucking take one of your kidneys. If you survive, you're gonna be the rest of your life without a kidney. I've been in places, guys. United States is not a place that I would say people are the most aware of violence. Yes, we have a lot of shooting. Yes, we have a lot of confrontation with the police, but places like Cuba, Mexico, Colombia, that don't the daily issues and confrontations don't get reported. You do have to be ready there. Here, this is paradise. I'm gonna ask my wife behind the camera, Helen, compared to Cuba, how violent is United States compared to the daily, day-to-day violence that we had over there?
The only difference?
Talk louder.
The only difference between the United States and Cuba is that here they're guns, and guns make the difference. So, but no, Cuba is a lot more violent than here. Again, also places.
Yeah.
Depends.
But what I mean is, how many confrontations you had in Cuba? How many?
Me, as a woman?
Yeah, how many fights, discussions, pushing over with other people?
I don't remember. Many.
Many. How many you have here?
Never had.
That's just an example. This lady is super Pacific, and she got into issues there. Here, you get no issues at all.
You get into issues even if you don't want to.
Exactly. You get into issues there, even if you don't want to. Easy as you be walking in the street, minding your own mind, and somebody goes to where you are and they shoulder tap you just to fight. just to fight. And you may go and say, hey, I'm so sorry. I apologize for this issue. I don't want to fight. They don't care. They want to fight with you.
But if you don't fight, you have to fight to prove yourself as well.
Yeah, it's like you have to fight to prove yourself. It's another
Otherwise,
mentality.
people are going to be bullying you forever.
Exactly. And if you don't stand up for yourself, people are gonna be bullying you. Anyway, I'm gonna let this video here. I know Red Chucks, but overly, I'm sorry, bro. I do apologize. I've been to Texas. I've been in Dallas. I've been in Los Angeles. I've been in Florida. I've been in Orlando, Miami, Homestead. Let me think what other city I've been. Carolina, South Carolina. Brother, I do apologize. If you go, let's say, to Cuba,
Violence here is overrated.
yeah, if you go to Cuba, it doesn't matter if you are in the capital. In a week, you're gonna have at least one confrontation. Rest assured. Rest assured, somebody's gonna push you. Somebody's gonna try to steal your shit from you. Somebody's gonna tell your girlfriend she's hot and that you're a loser. Somebody's gonna do something to you. That shit here doesn't happen. Of course, if you go to a dangerous place, you may have more chances of getting into a confrontation. But like I said, it's secluded. It's secluded. It's, yeah, that's what you said, Red Chucks now. It's different. It's very different. And every place has bad places. But overall, this country for me, this is paradise. This is paradise. I'm sorry. We are living in a good place. Even if you're poor and you're struggling, you have a lot more. You have a lot more. Oh, that's true what Red Chuck said, that in Mexico, some people may throw your dogs out. And that happens in Cuba too. Like they could go to your house with a fucking dog and unleash the dog on you. Fucking bite you and beat you up. So anyway, people like that talking about self-defense and pressure testing, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. If that guy will have at least one sparring, one pressure testing, I would say, well, his opinion may hold some ground. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for the support. I see that the channel is reviving. I'm going to bring more content. If you want to get a little bit more of the information on what Crew Dave and I are doing, go to livingmuaythai.com and subscribe. I think you have a week or two free, but if you pay, you're helping us to put more content and go to different places to bring you more exciting content. I'm gonna revive up my Patreon page. I really need some cash. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, anytime for Chucks, we can do a video. I need some cash, and I have a lot of stuff to teach that are different to what I put free on YouTube. It's a different program. What you have in Living Muay Thai is Living Muay Thai. What you're gonna have in Practical Combat Patreon is gonna be something different. It's just $1.99. I'm also thinking to release any video I do at least 2 or 3 days before in Patreon, plus the content I'm gonna put. It's honest content, is whatever I can share with you in a more profound and deeper way. Anyway, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate every one of you. Like the video, share the video, support IC Mike, and say no to bullshit martial